Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's what they call me.
What's up, guys? This is JMC 5 Production. This is Marcus and Joseph. You guys know how this shit goes. We're going to be covering UFC ESPN 11, Blaydes versus Volkov. Yo, guys, before we start, we just did an interview with Max Roxoff. He's a beast. He's getting ready to open up the card, make his UFC debut. And just that saying, we'll start it off right now. He's fighting Austin Hubbard, the first fight of the night. He's 5-0. Austin Hubbard's 11-4. Marks, what do you think, man?
Hey, so don't get me wrong, man. Austin Hubbard, you know what I mean, he's a tough dude. You know what I mean, his last 3 fights in the UFC have been against, you know what I mean, names. But with that being said, man, I feel like with his losses, they've all been to grapplers. And with Max, I feel like after watching all of his fights, he loves the ground game, dude, and I can't blame him. He's a fucking stud. He's really humble. When we were doing the interview with him, he was really humble. He didn't want to talk no trash on Austin because he knows Austin's a tough competitor. But like, man, I take Max, and that's just for personal reasons. You know what I mean, due to the fact that he's a wrestler, and I feel like that's what Austin Hubbard kind of is kind of his kryptonite, like Joseph said. So now I'm taking Max. I really do see that submission coming. 3 of Max's 5 wins. Well, let me do this. All 5 have been by submission. I think only 1 has been round 2, and 3 of those have been by rear naked choke. And I think that's how he's gonna finish it. I feel like he's gonna get Austin Hubbard's back and finish it with the rear naked choke.
Yeah, we talked to him about it in the interview, and he was telling us because Austin's fought Davey Ramos, he's fought Kyle Prepelich, and he just fought Max's teammate, but just he didn't train with him for this camp because of all the COVID stuff, Mark Matson. So it's gonna be really interesting. But like Max said in the interview, he was real about it. He said, "My grappling is nothing like Mark or Davies." He says, "I have my own type of style of grappling." But of course, he's barely coming in. He ain't gonna have that high. I mean, he's high caliber though. He's wrestled at Ohio State. He's a phenomenal grappler, jiu-jitsu artist. He does his grappling competitions. Austin's stand-up though, Austin Hubbard stand-up. That's where it's gonna make things exciting because we were kind of checking on Max's highlights in his fights before he's gonna become in the UFC, and he got some mean right hand like a lot of wrestlers do. But he's fast. A lot of wrestlers are fast, but he does definitely get in quick. We just did an interview tonight with Joey Angelo. Shout out to Joey for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships. He's training with Max, though. He's been doing a lot of stand-up with Max, even though he's a little bit heavier than Max. I think it'll be helping his to be able to take Austin's punches, to get his jaw ready, to get everything ready. So we're going to go Max. I say he pulls it off by submission. We're going to go for a submission win. If not, pull off decision win. But he's a grinder. His cardio is there. He's already on weight. He ain't worried about weight. He hasn't turned down one interview, he said. So we're going to go Max just because of the fact that how humble he is, the fact that he gave us an interview, the fact that he's, one hell of an athlete. We're not just doing it just to be biased because shout out to Austin Hubbard. You're a great fighter. You're amazing, man. But we're going Max.
Man. And if you guys really don't know who these guys are, I would definitely search them up and see, to watch the highlights. Both animals.
Definitely just tune in Saturday night and you guys will find out. I guarantee that first fight. Hey, he says he's going to go for fight night. He's trying to score that 50,000. He's going to try to get it. So look for fireworks. He's going to come out firing, guys. And from there, we're moving on to Roxanne Modafferi taking on Lauren Murphy, 12-4 versus 24-16. I guess I'll start this one off since you started the last one. Roxanne's an animal. She keeps proving us wrong. She's beat our girl Macy Barber. Before that, she just keeps...
She beat Shevchenko.
Yeah, I say she beat Shevchenko's little sister. So we'll see what happens. Lauren Murphy, she's going out a win against Andrea KBG Lee. It's a close fight. So I see this one really. It's gonna be a really technical fight. I mean, Lauren Murphy, she's gonna try to put the pressure on in that first round. But Modafferi is wrestling and she's IQ. She's an animal, to be honest. She doesn't even look like an animal. She looks like one of those soccer moms, and Roxanne brings it every time. Modafferi, I say 3rd round finish or maybe a decision win. I see, I'm going to decision win. Modafferi.
And I'm gonna ride that train too. Roxanne is a very talented fighter. Her wrestling is very underrated, I feel like. not a lot of people, you know what I mean, give her the benefit of the doubt, and I think when she fought Macy Barber, that was a hard one for me to, you know what I mean, because she kind of manhandled her, and it just sucked because I'm a huge Macy Barber fan, and just the way she was able to dominate it, and that's saying something, especially with who she Macy's, you know what I mean, Ben
Macy's
Askren,
tough.
and
Yeah,
stuff
Macy's
like
tough.
that. But with Lauren Murphy, I feel like her striking's evolving within her own right. But Mara Ferry just she likes to grind and she likes to smother you, and that's how I feel. I feel like Mara Ferry's gonna get down, you know what I mean, push up against the cage like she likes to do, and basically do what Khabib does and just kind of smash it from there. I know she'll probably look for submissions, but yeah, I think it's safe to say, you mean 3 rounds, hard 15-minute rounds. I think that Mara Ferry's gonna get it.
Yeah, Lauren can come out and clip her. Lauren can come out there and put her thing on. I mean, I don't know, Modafferi's gas tank. I think that's what's gonna win this fight because I mean, Lauren ain't no bum. She's 12-4. So out of 16 fights, she got 12 wins. We're both going Modafferi. There's 2-0 for the same. I think this is where we're gonna switch up though a little bit.
That's where we're gonna switch up, and I'll actually start this one off. We have a lightweight bout between Frank Camacho, who's 22-8, and he's fighting Matt Frivola, who's 8-1-1.
Steamroller
And
Frivola.
hey, man, the last time I died Matt Frivola, I regretted it ever since, man. And I'm pretty sure he fought what's his name, the one that fought with Tony Ferguson and fucking almost beat Lando Veneta. That motherfucker, dude, that crazy motherfucker.
No, I think he's fought since then.
Right, Luis Pena. He also beat Luis Pena
And Jalen Turner.
And Jalen Turner. But I doubt him really highly on that Lando Veneta fight though, because I thought Lando was going to run through him, and hey man, that was a fucking barn burner.
But the Lando Veneta fight was a draw. He didn't even lose his Lando. It was a draw, and then he's coming off two big wins over Jalen Turner and Luis Pena.
That's right. My bad. I'm giving you guys false information.
His only loss in the UFC is the Marco Paulo Reyes. He did get slapped.
His debut fight, so.
But he looks good. Last 2 fights, I mean, 2 tall guys, Luis Pena and Jalen Turner. Scrappy guys, man. Jalen Turner is tall, so is Luis. 2 good fighters.
But the thing about what I like about Matt is I like how his stamina. This guy can go 15-minute rounds and just it's just nothing to him. But I feel with Frank, don't get me wrong, he has some power in his hands and he's really technical. But I feel like that second round, the third round, he gasses out, and I think that's where Matt's gonna get him. I feel like Matt's gonna get him, and I want to say it's second round TKO if I'm being honest with it.
Oh man, it's gonna be a tough fight. I really like Mac Frivola. Like I said, steamroller. Shout out to you, bro. You're gonna do amazing things if you keep your head on the right track. 2 big wins. And that said, I'm taking Frank Camacho. Frank got the big hands. I think this is the most veteranized guy he's definitely fought. He's 22-8. It's definitely 35 guy. So I mean, he's coming off a submission loss over Brunel Darius, but before that he beat Nick Hine. And he lost out to Jeff Neal, but before that, he went 3 rounds of judo over. Looked good. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go Frank, looking down at 155. He's coming off big. He looks big. Hits hard. So I think Matt stands in the pocket, trades shots with him, and then, we'll see what happens. I'm going to go Frank, second round knockout, actually. I think he clips him. Maybe the first round, maybe clips him. But come back. We're going to wrap up this one right here. We're going to jump right back into another 3 fights so we can fit our introduction in. We're trying to get the stuff going for you guys. We're trying to get legitimate. We're trying to become legit for you guys and trying to give you guys what you guys want. So tune in. Like, subscribe our videos. JMC Fight Production.